is Mia. I'm going to be responding to discussion post 5, which does include 3 questions. The first question being, in my opinion, how can a speaker include diversity and cultural sensitivity in their presentation? And in my opinion, I feel like they can include this by acknowledging their audience and knowing what kind of audience they have. So what I mean by this is identifying any concerns about their words with the audience or towards the audience. So if we're speaking about religion, I would acknowledge how my audience reacts to certain aspects of my topic of religion. You would, I guess, acknowledge this by body movements, or if they do say anything out loud, maybe it's just a topic that not everyone wants to talk about, or not everyone has the correct information too. Another example could also be when you are speaking about sensitive topics, such as religion or just sensitive topics in general. It's important to approach the topic with respect and reliable information. Going along with this, it's also important to keep personal feelings out of the conversation and to keep an open mind. So back to religion, if I were to speak about it, I wouldn't go directly into the topic of religion with my personal feelings, saying so-and-so about whoever's religion or whatever religion. I would keep an open mind, take into consideration that not everyone feels the same about religion and not everyone knows the same facts about every religion. Question 2 was, what type of attention getter did the speaker use in the TED Talk, and was it effective? The type of attention getter he used was opening up his TED Talk with a quote. And in my opinion, it was effective because it is an immediate attention grabber for me when you open a video with a quote. And this particular quote in general spoke about a street sweeper and painters. It mentioned the street sweeper as doing their job so well that I guess the quote just mentioned the street sweeper doing their job so well that everybody in heaven acknowledged it. He does go on to say that aside from the quote, everyone does have unique skill and talent that not other people, or not many people have. Not everyone has the same talents, if that makes sense. So the third question is, were you able to identify any clear main points during the TED Talk? And if so, which one stuck with you the most and why? I was able to identify the clear main points throughout the TED Talk, and the one that stuck with me the most was the transparent diversity. So freshman year, I used to go to a university, and this university, it was hard for me to get straight A's just because it is a bigger university. They aren't as lenient as community colleges, to say. But freshman year, I wasn't making straight A's in all my classes. I was having trouble with some, but I was too nervous to talk to professors about it. His idea of transparent diversity, in his case, was that as a professor, students are intimidated to go up to him and speak about grades and things relating to school in general, just because he is higher up in a position and he is a professor. If you don't, like he mentioned or he worded, if you're a professor and you're not open with your students or transparent with them about how you grew up and how you also had bad grades before becoming a professor, it's going to be harder for students to relate to you. And in my case, it was. It is hard to relate to a professor or speak to them about grades if we don't know that they went through the same. So if you were to open up and be transparent with students about what you've gone through in school and how you went through it, it would be easier for us to reconnect together as one.